Hey, what's up guys? Alex here in Midtown Toronto at the intersection of Eglinton Avenue West and Chaplin Crescent outside of Chaplin LRT station. And no, I did not take the LRT here because I took the 14 Glencairn bus from Glencairn station because I'm literally a short walk from there. And so it makes sense to just take one single bus here instead of just walking to Cedarville station and having to wait like 10 minutes for a train. And happy 420 to those that celebrate. And it's another gorgeous sunny day in the city, but it is chilly out. It's around 3 degrees Celsius, feel like -2 on this Monday, April 20th, 2026, and it's just after 12:50 p.m. And I've done, I think, 3 walking videos on the street. I was gonna make a video on Chaplin Crescent yesterday because, you know, I went all over the damn place, right? I went to Pioneer Village Station and then Shepherd Young Station, Bayview Village, where I made a video at Bayview Station, and then I was gonna go to Davisville Station, well, which I did. I filmed the elevators there, but also it was raining on and off. And it felt like it was snowing too. It was like, what the hell is happening with our weather? And it didn't feel too nice out. So I was like, screw that, I'm going home. And so here I am making this video now, as we're walking southeast on Chaplin Crescent in the Affluent Forest Hill neighborhood. Of course, we're gonna be walking all the way to Yonge Street, which isn't far, of course. We just have to cross Avenue Road and then Oriole Parkway. Of course, being that the 14 is my home route, I do take it pretty much all the time. So I'm always like passing through this area. But, you know, with Line 5 open, I'm always taking the LRT to Midtown. Or if I'm going anywhere near the Yonge and Davisville area, then of course I'll take the 14 because it's literally one bus ride, right? I'm just, like I said, I'm a 5-minute walk from the bus stop at Glencairn Station. And look, they actually just took out this stop here. Because there used to be a bus stop right here at Russell Hill Road. And we're also walking parallel to the Beltline Trail, which is right there. And tonight is game 2 of round 1 between the Toronto Raptors and the Cleveland Cavaliers, with Toronto trailing the series 1-0 at 7 p.m. tonight. I have to study for my exam on Wednesday, so unfortunately I'm going to be home. I'm hoping they can bounce back in Cleveland before the series shifts to Toronto for game 3. I went live last night. It was a last minute thing. I thought I was doing something different. I decided to do a bit of Nintendo Switch gaming. So I played New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Now, I used to play the hell out of that game when I was in high school. I don't play those games as much as I used to. I thought I'd do it for old time's sake. Only a few people joined the chat. It was okay, but after about an hour, it kind of got boring, and I was getting really tired, so I decided to end things off. And yeah, that stream's private, so I don't think I'm gonna be making it public. I don't know, because on my second live stream, I did a gaming session with my cousin Richard on his PlayStation 4. We did some NHL 20 and then Fortnite. That was fun. And then some people requested that I do some Nintendo gaming since, you know, I have a Switch and a Wii at home. I did that, but then I just got bored of it. So it's like, I just switched that shit off, and yeah, I just wanted to do something different. So that was stream number 3, but now that it's deleted, it doesn't really count anymore. This is a very rich part of town. You can imagine that probably each of these homes here range for millions of dollars. When I was younger, I was always fascinated by these homes. I would say to myself, maybe one day I'll own these homes. Again, this is a much nicer day than it was yesterday. When it was sunny and then it was just like lightly snowing and raining. Rinse and repeats. It was so freaking annoying. Actually, it doesn't feel that chilly out. I'm just noticing. But still though, it's late April. I know we got several days of like seasonal temperatures. I think we're getting that again on Wednesday. Here's Duncannon Drive. Something is rustling. Oh, just the birds. I'm not sure what I'll do after this. Well, I might as well make a video at Davisville Station, even though that's literally where I was yesterday, filming the elevators, and then I just gave up on the whole walking video because of the shitty weather. Oh, here comes another 14 Glencairn bus that's heading to Glencairn and Caledonia. It's an awesome route despite the infrequency. We got an Orion 7 next gen hybrid from the late 2000s. They still got those kicking, of course. Although they're slowly beginning to retire them as we're getting new electric buses. I mean, that's been happening for the past several years, but it was just a very slow process. Remember, they already got rid of the OG diesels and hybrids. Look at this, 1281. So that's actually, I don't know, that might be an 07 or an 08 unit. I'm not too sure. But it's one of the earlier units. So I got 2 exams this week, one on Wednesday and then one on Friday. After that, I'm done. And then I'm gonna be, and I think after this I'm gonna start booking my vacation. Likely to Montreal. If I do, I mean I've been planning for this for like since October. Now that the REM is opening its next new branch on the 18th, so 3 weeks from now, or actually no, 4 weeks. I think it's very clear that I'm going to be making a shit ton of videos while I'm in Montreal. Might aim for about 3 to 4 nights. We'll see. I mean, by the time you're watching this video, it's probably going to be like June, so it still doesn't really matter if this video isn't going up tonight, but next month is when we'll start to see summer-like temperatures. So of course, it's a perfect time to go to Montreal in spring. And And it's a beautiful city too. So, of course, I have a playlist of walking videos from there, including the transit videos, and I'll be doing a lot of the same stuff while I'm there. So that means I'm gonna have to write an itinerary for videos to make. So I actually gotta plan them. I gotta plan walking videos, and then which subway lines I'm gonna ride while I'm there. I plan to ride all of them, just like I did before. And of course, the entire REM network. Well, they're still working on the airport branch, but that doesn't really matter. It's just 2 stops anyway. I just want to see it all. And we're at Avenue Road. By the way, I woke up this morning and heard that all elevators across the subway and LRT network are out of service. Well, actually, they were out of service because there is a passenger intercom issue, and those are pretty important because I know a lot of people, older people especially, can get quite lost when navigating the system, and if obviously they do need assistance, or actually sometimes the elevators break down too. So that's another thing. So if there's no assistance available and you're stuck in the elevator, then you're fucked. So they took every elevator out of service for about 2 hours, and then before I left, I noticed that it's back and they're operational now, but you actually need staff assistance, to come and help you out while they're restoring service to the intercoms. I know it's very annoying, but again, a lot of people have to depend on accessibility around the subway system, right? One elevator can literally derail a whole freaking trip. So I guess we'll see once we get there. See if all the elevators are working and that there's actually staff available to help people out. Because again, if they get stuck, well, at least staff members will be with them, and then they can relay the information to station supervisors, stuff like that. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty challenging time for people having to get around on mobility scooters and wheelchairs, having to rely on elevators, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm an elevator fan, I love them, but I understand, that's it's very well much needed for people with disabilities and stuff. Here's Oriole Parkway. It's actually a very short street, kind of like a branch of Avenue Road. It's kind of confusing though. I can't explain shit for y'all. Oh, there's the Yonge and Eglinton neighborhood. Those clusters of developments over there. That is. Oh, we're almost at the end. Oh, the road's closed. Huh. Oh, I can see Avenue Station all the way from here too. And this is Oriole Park. Oh yeah, happy belated birthday to Henry from Toronto Tech and Transit. His birthday was yesterday. Unfortunately, though, he has been taking a very longer than usual hiatus from YouTube. He has not been live since September, but he's still alive. He did make a community post a couple days ago. Says he'll make his return in the relatively near future. We don't know when that'll be, but Vasily told me that he's doing okay. He's just very busy with life. So, yeah, Henry, if you're watching this, we wish you well, bud. And we hope to see you again very soon. There's LaSalle's Boulevard. And then Duplex Avenue should be next, as we are getting closer and closer to the end. Whew. And there's a squirrel. Oh, there it is, Davisville Station. It's a pretty unique station because of its design. The fact that it's an open cut station, so it's exposed to the air. And this station is also right next to the Toronto Transit Commission's headquarters at 1900 Yonge Street. It's also right next to the Davisville subway yard. And the Yonge Street is where Chaplin Crescent turns into Davisville Avenue. A little bit of density around here, although not as much. Well, actually, it's a medium density neighborhood, because most of the developments are just mid-rise office buildings, and then there's some high-rises down the street from here. All right. Okay, now the wind's kind of picking up again. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go after this. I don't know if I'm gonna head downtown or maybe head back to Yonge and Eglinton, because we are quite close. There's the bus bays, and there's the head office for the TTC. All right, here we are, Yonge and Chaplin here in Midtown Toronto, and that is where our video comes to a close. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more videos. Check out my others as well. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care and peace out. Let's go Raptors, and thank you all for your support. Bye bye.